What's up, everybody? This is A Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be discussing Sun in the 11th house. So, first, we're going to address what the Sun is all about. The Sun has to do with your personality. The Sun is your soul. It does also represent your father and the way that he nurtured you, the way that he showed up in certain kind of ways, and the way that you actually perceived him. The Sun has to do with your identity. It has to do with the way that people look at you and perceived you on the outside exterior, opposed to the inside, where that would be the moon. All right. So it has a lot to do with the ego. It has a lot to do with what you identify yourself with. Now, the 11th house. The 11th house has to do with popularity. It has to do with friends. This is the house of friends. But it is also the house where you make your debut into society as far as social circles, colleagues, groups, and friends. So we're going to jump into this right now. These men and women, Sun in the 11th house, these men and women are into social advancement. They are a warrior and they do have a warrior soul. These men and women are extremely popular, and even when they die and pass on, you will be remembered for something that you had did in this world, something that you have contributed into this life, into your career, into the universe. Okay, these men and women are absolutely undeniably going to be acknowledged for something that they have done, leaving a major mark on the world, or whatever they decided to do that left a major impact in somebody's life. These men and women make great business people. They are excellent at being a salesperson, an artist, a publisher, a singer, and they are absolutely excellent in being a public speaker. So these men and women can definitely excel in any one of these fields. And on top of that, it doesn't just have to be one, because they can be a business person and a public speaker. They can be a publisher and they can be a salesperson. They can be an artist and they can also be a public speaker. So it's not limited to just one thing, nor is it limited to two. They can do whatever the hell they want to do. You can meet your partner through business dealings and may want to work with your partners. So these are the type of men and women that do also seek out being a power couple. If they are in a committed relationship, they would not have an issue with working with their partners, okay, teaming up to do whatever it is they want to do as far as a goal, okay, exchanging ideas, coming up with solutions, problem solving a problem, making a change, making a difference out into the world, out into society, okay. And they can meet these partners at business dealings, okay, anything that has to do with connections, making deals, okay, social circles and things like that. They can meet their partners at shit like that. Okay, so now these men and women can have a run on organization. People can view you in a regal way. They can look at these men and women in a royalty kind of light when they are stepping out into the world. However, always if you fall from grace, many will know and have a lot of shit to say about that. So even though that they can look at these men and women in that light of royalty, of regalness, of showing up in that kind of way, looking at these men and women as somebody that's very influential or very inspiring, very knowledgeable and very wise, if they did fall short from grace, or things went on and took place, you know how the shit go. Okay, something happened to their name got tarnished or anything like that. Okay, they can also be known and recognized for that type of shit, opposed to the great shit that they had did prior. Okay, see the flip? Mm-hmm. That's what goes on. So you can lose yourself or your identity in a group setting, being exactly what people want you to be. Okay, so you do need to be cautious, alert, and aware of not getting into that fucking area of losing your whole goddamn identity on wanting to please any and everybody because you feel like this is what's asked of you, this is what you think that they want you to do. Okay, you're gonna have to do what you want to do, whether if it hurts somebody's feelings or not. You got to do what you got to do for you. People feelings going to get hurt every goddamn day. So you cannot worry about what other people are thinking about you. But we know that with this placement, these men and women, they absolutely do care about how people are looking at them, how people are perceiving them. They want people to look at them a certain kind of way. They want people to see them as strong, not weak. They want people to see them as capable, not incapable. Okay, so when everything's going on, they want people to know that they're up for the task. They're up to take on that role. Okay, just be alert not to lose yourself or your identity and trying to seek out the approval of other people or taking on tasks that you're not able to really fully do, because that can also tarnish your name. Promise them more than what you can deliver at the moment, even though you probably took on that weight with every absolute intent to want and do it all the way out to a T. Okay. However, these men and women are skeptics, so they can question the world, politics, and even be a great debater with many ideas, beliefs, views, and opinions. Okay, these men and women also can be an activist. On top of that, these men and women have something to teach in this world, a real message in their soul that people should know. So these men and women do have a lot of shit going on with them. Okay, they do hold and possess many great talents, many great gifts, and even messages that need to be brought out to the forefront where they can really get into a group setting, or if it's with friends, colleagues, and things like that. It's something inside of their soul that people need to understand, that people need to know, people need to be aware, people need to be alert, and they need to be on point. And these men and women are the type of men and women that can bring this fucking force out of their mouth because it's in their soul. Okay, so you do have a message inside of you that needs to be out here to the universe. Okay, these men and women are the type of people who want to make a change in the world. And they are the type of men and women that are the type of people that can boycott or have people sign papers and contracts. All right. So these people are about some other kind of shit. Okay. They are about boycotting businesses that are treating people unfairly. They are about people signing off on contracts to get the shit done. Okay, so you already know that they would do excellent in public speaking, because these are the type of people that can speak up and speak out. They don't like what's going on. They don't like what you're doing, and they're going to get people down with their team. Okay, you have to remember that their sun is in the 11th house, where they are going to be very popular. People are going to look at them as very wise and knowledgeable. People are going to look at them like they have something to say. They're going to listen to what they have to say. Okay, and this is going to be their friends. This is going to be in group settings. This is going to be in social circles. And on top of that, it can also be the whole society as a whole. Okay, these men and women hold this power inside of them. On top of that, being a great friend is very important to these men and women. If they are your friend, they are going to be your friend to the very fucking end. Hopefully, you're not the type of friend that's going to fucking cross them and do bullshit to them. Okay, because that's going to be something that they're going to take pretty much to the heart, very personal. Okay, and this can definitely make them feel many different kinds of ways where you're going to be now a suspect. You have to remember that these men and women are skeptical. Okay, so if they choose you to be in their circle, to be in their space, and you do them wrong, yeah, you're going to have a problem on your motherfucking hands. So you just need to know it right now. Okay, these men and women can be great at planning events. Okay, a lot of people would love to come to the places that they are at, wanting to do the things that they are discussing, wanting to be down with their team, wanting to join whatever it is these men and women are into. People would love to do it, okay, and they're great at it. So these are the type of people that can plan events and have food there, have drinks there, people enjoying themselves, this music, they're laughing, but they're still speaking and talking about the shit they're talking about, okay? They're great at this. They can probably have a lot of decorations and things like that where you can feel very comfortable when you're going to their events. Oh, yeah. On top of that, you can deal with people from all walks of life. So it is not limited to people in high status, okay? Um, with this placement, these people are definitely going to be drawn, okay, to people in high status and high positions and things like that. But that's because they are about networking, okay? Networking, doing things in large groups and setting those things together. But they can deal with people from all walks of life. It's not limited. They can definitely communicate with somebody that sells drugs. They can communicate with somebody that robs banks. They can communicate with somebody that is into fucking doing the credit card scam shit and all of these kind of things. They can talk to somebody that's in a crisis. They can talk to somebody that's been used and abused. And then they could also deal with somebody that's out there making a lot of money moves, okay, in a corporate kind of way. This is what they could do. And these men and women will have many connections will be available to them. A lot of connections will be available to these men and women, okay, because they are networkers and they are networking in their circles, okay. Being a part of something or a group makes these men and women very happy, okay. This is what they're into. They love being in a group. They love group activities. This is what makes them feel content, okay, when they are doing these things, and they can put their all into planning an event, making sure that it's going to be nice, making sure it can be comfortable, making sure everybody's enjoying themselves, making sure when they left that they had many great things to say. On top of that, okay, as far as with their organization skills, they're going to be absolutely great at that. Okay, and even though people are looking at them in a wonderful light, okay, if something took place and jumped off, okay, they will definitely talk about these men and women. They will talk about the shit that you did and want to talk more about the bullshit you did than the good shit that you did. Okay, so with this placement, you definitely have to just watch your movements and watch what you do, because these men and women are the type of men and women that are being put in a position of being an example. Okay, whatever example it is, they could be people that teach people, lead people to a route, to a way. Okay, and when that happens, people do look and put these men and women on pedestals. They do put these people as a ideal motivational speaker, an ideal activist, an ideal, and all of these kind of things. So when something goes on, if it was a scandal or if there was some kind of deceit, betrayal, or any malicious criminal activity, people will definitely talk about these men and women and want to keep talking about that shit. Okay, and this can really fuck with these men and women, because now their names is being tarnished and this rumors going around about them. Okay, so you just got to be careful with that. So I'm going to leave this on this note for now. In future videos to come, I will be going more into depth into this placement. Please be sure to check out my online store. It is Grammy Gear at www.grammygear.com. If you need a caterer, be sure to hit me up. I am the Chef Goddess also. And you can hit me up at supremeroyalcatering at gmail.com. If you need my husband to do any work to your home, swimming pool, or business, you can hit him up at ronnesbitt90 at gmail.com. And if you would like a birth chart to be analyzed so you can fully understand and grasp what is going on, that will be $50 for 2 hours. If you need a Synastry chart, that will be $70 for 2 hours. And if you need a tarot card reading, that will be $30. So this has been a Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all. And I will see you in the next one.